Okay, good afternoon. It is 2:21 p.m. I'm starting a 3-day trip today. My report time isn't until like 5:45 p.m. So I need to clean up the apartment a little bit, get packed, and then we will head to the airport probably a little bit early because we'll be hitting 5 o'clock traffic. We were in Costco a few weeks ago and I took a picture of this because I didn't need Alani News when we were at Costco a few weeks ago, but I just thought to myself, I'm gonna see how good of a deal that is. This is an 18 pack of Alani News. 3 different flavors. My favorite is the peach one. But this was, I think, $21.99 for 18. And so I started looking on Amazon where I usually get things like this. And it was like $24.99 for a 12 pack. So this was a great deal. I'm gonna pack a few of these for my trip. I like to have these on layovers when I'm getting ready in the morning because I just gotta have some kind of caffeine like first thing in the morning. They also have a new box of liquid IV. I love this stuff and they always send the cutest PR packages. The sugar-free white peach is my favorite. I always have these when I'm traveling too. This pineapple flavor also sounds really good, but this is a new one for me. So this will be my first trip of June. I was on reserve in May and it was the most chaotic reserve month ever. It was pretty much crazy every single day. I don't think I worked one trip last month that just went totally smooth, like something crazy happened every single trip. I mean, in DFW, the weather, it was a mess. It was a disaster. It seemed like even when the weather was perfect, there were still crazy long customer service lines and like, I don't even know what was going on. I'm sad that I really didn't get to vlog any of that because my computer was broken. I had to get a new keyboard on it, so I haven't had it for the last few weeks. But I did post some Instagram reels and TikToks from those trips, so I hope y'all saw those. If you didn't, you can go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I've really been enjoying posting the short form content lately. But yeah, last month was just such a crazy reserve month, but the weather is looking really good today, so hopefully nothing crazy, no delays, because I'm gonna see my parents on this Nashville layover. Today we just have one leg from Dallas to Nashville, and then we have like a 17-hour layover there, so I'm gonna see my parents tomorrow. So as long as we make it to Nashville tonight and I get to see my parents, I'll be happy. Also, it is 94 degrees outside right now. I'm not too concerned about how my makeup looks because it'll melt off probably as soon as I step outside. Okay, it is about 9:30 p.m. now. We just made it to Nashville. I love that we have a whole kitchen in here. I did bring some food on this trip, so I went ahead and threw that in the fridge. And I just threw on this sweatshirt and some shorts and tennis shoes, and I'm about to walk across the street to a cookout. I do have food that I should eat, but we got cookout across the street. I didn't eat dinner before I went to the airport, and I didn't eat anything on the plane, so I definitely could go for some cookout right now. And it's right across the street, so it's like I gotta go. Like, I don't even have a choice, really. This hotel is the most confusing because it's like 2 hotels put together. They somehow share elevators like in the middle. There she is. So excited for this. Okay, we got the goods. I got a cheeseburger and a milkshake. I probably should have just gotten a milkshake and had just a milkshake for dinner, but I don't know, when I cook out, I love their burgers. So I just got a burger, no sides, no cookout tray or anything. And they have fancy shakes at cookout, so I always get the chocolate and Oreo mixed together, and it's so good. If you haven't heard of Cookout, it is a chain in like the Southeast. I've only ever seen it in Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, Alabama. It's probably other places that I've never been to. We don't have it in Texas, but it is delicious. It's open really late and it's super cheap. You can get a cookout tray, like an entree and 2 sides, and the sides can be like a quesadilla, a corn dog, just like something ridiculous like that. Back in the day, it used to be like $5. It's probably more than that now, but I love me some Cookout. I'm also very glad that we have a kitchen today because I'm gonna use a little dish soap to wash up my uniform a little bit before I go to bed because a baby did throw up on me a little bit today. This lady came back to the galley today and she was like, who wants to hold my baby while I go to the bathroom? And I was like, oh, I'll hold the baby. So I'm sitting here holding this baby and she was the cutest little baby. So I'm like holding her and starting to get a little bit of baby fever, and then she just started to throw up right out of the side of her mouth, and it was just trickling down onto my arm, and I was like, oh. So I got baby fever and then cured the baby fever all in like 10 seconds, one fell swoop. But she was really, really cute, and it definitely could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna go ahead and make my nighttime drink in the coffee pot. Whenever I make this in a coffee pot, I just gotta give it a few minutes to cool down because it's way too hot, and I'll chug it and then burn my tongue. They have these little coffee pack things to put in there, and I feel like it's making a mess because I'm not using one of those. This is not the aesthetic, but it's gonna be really delicious. It is 10:24. I'm actually not even very sleepy right now, but this stuff works so fast. So I think I'm gonna sip on this for a little bit, take a shower, get ready for bed and everything, and I'll just keep sipping on this while I'm getting ready for bed. I'm usually not a very good sleeper. I have trouble sleeping, especially when I'm traveling. A lot of times it's just really hard for me to fall asleep when I'm in a hotel away from home. So I have one of these for traveling and one that I keep at home. This is my favorite flavor. It's the chocolate peanut butter flavor. It is absolutely delicious. It tastes like hot chocolate and it's only like 15 calories. But this has really good ingredients that, like I said, it works really fast. It helps me to get to sleep, stay asleep, and not feel groggy the next day. So I especially like to have this when I'm traveling. But they also have dream capsules now. So if you didn't want to travel around with a powder, you just bring some dream capsules with you. So I have like a week left of this powder and then I'm definitely gonna try those out. Or since it's summertime, if you don't want to have a hot drink before bed because it's hot outside, that would also be a good option. And they also have Ninja Creamy and like popsicle recipes if you wanted to turn the powder into something cold. And I have a Ninja Creamy and I use it a lot, and I've actually been thinking about doing that, about making like a dream ice cream to have before bed in the Ninja Creamy. And I thought I was crazy for thinking that, but I'm definitely gonna try it out now that I've found an actual recipe. You can also turn it into like an iced coffee kind of drink with milk. So you don't have to drink it like a hot chocolate, but it is very delicious this way. Also just feels like a luxurious, calming thing to add to my nighttime routine. So if you also have trouble sleeping, I definitely recommend trying this out. Click the link in the description box or scan the QR code on the screen and you can use my code Cassidy to get 35% off. And I'm about halfway done with this now, so I'm gonna go ahead and shower, get ready for bed. My parents are gonna come tomorrow around 10:30, 11 a.m. and then our van time is 1:35 p.m. tomorrow. I'm kind of bummed about that. It seems kind of early. This is a 17-hour layover, but since we got here at like a normal time, like 8:30 p.m., it doesn't actually feel like it's that long. I had a dream last night that my hair was completely straight today after sleeping with these leggings in my hair. So I'm gonna do my makeup first and let these sit as long as possible because that dream really convinced me that my hair was gonna be completely flat today. My parents are on their way. I'm so excited to see them. My brother also used to live here in Nashville, but he just moved to Louisville a few weeks ago, so he won't be here today. So we won't get to see him on this trip, but I'm coming back home next weekend. Our high school tennis coach is having a memorial tennis tournament and like scholarship for my sister. So that is happening next weekend and Josh and I are gonna play together, mixed doubles. So I'm really excited for that. And my brother's gonna play with his doubles partner from high school. If anyone wants to donate to that, I'll have the link to the scholarship in the description box. But yeah, that is happening next weekend. The weather was so nice when we got here last night and I didn't realize how much I miss living somewhere that only has one seasonal depression, because in Dallas we have two. We have that seasonal depression in the wintertime, and then in the summertime it's even worse. It's not even fun to step outside, but it feels like you should be outside because it's summertime, but it's like 100 degrees for like 3 months straight. At least the last couple of summers it's been that way. So yeah, it made me sad walking around here yesterday because I really miss living somewhere like this. Okay, I've been meaning to show y'all this for several trips now. I haven't even taken it out of the packaging, but I got this stuff on Amazon because some of y'all are always yelling at me about bed bugs because I do things like this. I leave my bags out on beds or couches, and a lot of y'all say that you can get bed bugs in your suitcase that way. So I got this stuff to spray on beds in hotel rooms, and to be honest, I don't know if I'm really ever going to use this, but I thought some of y'all might find this interesting because I always get comments about doing this. So if you're one of those people that yells at me in the comments about bed bugs, you might want to try this stuff out. I got it on Amazon and it is a TSA approved size, so that's nice. But yeah, to be honest, I'm really just not worried about bed bugs because I've been a flight attendant for over 6 years now and I've only gotten bed bugs once in this hotel in Atlanta that I don't even think we stay at anymore. But yeah, 6 years, over 6 years, the number of hotels that I've stayed in, hundreds of hotels a year, and to only get bed bugs one time in 6 years, it's just, I feel like it's just not that prevalent. I don't know, call me crazy, but I also am not allergic to bed bugs. I've seen flight attendants who've gotten bed bugs and they were allergic and they had really, really bad reactions. So if you're someone like that, then you definitely might want to get this. I just feel like they're pretty rare. So for me, I don't know if this is really worth it because I've had it in my bag for like a month now and just took it out of the packaging, but I'll have it linked below if anyone wants to try this out. Mom and Dad are here. I'm making them...
Wave.
Making them do a TikTok with me, and then we're gonna go get lunch. Mom and Dad did not like Hattie B's. Actually, Mom liked it. But what did you just say, Dad?
I didn't like the chicken. I didn't like the ambiance. I'm not so sure I like the company.
It is 1:32 now. Mom and Dad are taking me to the airport. Going from here to Charlotte and then Charlotte to Tulsa. So the first flight is super quick. It's like 50 minutes. And then Charlotte to Tulsa is like probably gonna be like 2 hours.
Love you. I would help with that.
I mean, get Tim, what you do?
You just move.
Can you hold the flashlight for you?
Is there a flashlight?
The camera?
No, that's okay. Okay.
What time's your plane ride?
I don't know.
It's 1:51.
Love you.
I'll see you in a few days.
Okay. Okay, we just made it to Tulsa. It's about 11 p.m. now. 2 legs today. It was not bad. And I love this hotel room. We've got 2 beds and we've got a full fridge over here. Van time tomorrow is at 10:45 a.m. Today wasn't too bad. 2 legs. We did have a 3-hour sit in Charlotte, which I didn't even realize. So it made the day feel a little bit longer, but it really wasn't too bad. But tomorrow is going to be a long day. We're going from here to DFW and then a Baltimore turn. And that's a long one. So I need to sleep really well before our long day tomorrow. All of these colors going on it's so out of character for me, but I'm loving it. I'm loving this shirt that I got on Amazon. It's a dupe for some Free People shirt, but y'all know me, I'm not shopping at Free People. It's very lightweight, so it's a nice like layover shirt. So it is 9:53 a.m. I have to be downstairs at 10:45. I'm just not ready for today. And it also just makes it feel so long because we're going through DFW. It just makes it feel like the day's over. Like, it makes it feel like it's time to go home. I'll still have like an 8-hour workday ahead of me once we get back to Dallas. So that's a bummer. And I've been seeing a lot of 1-2-3s. Like, I don't know what's going on. Why is that such a popular trip this month? I have one trip that I've been trying to trade and it will not trade for anything. But when I go through to see what trips I can trade into, I feel like they're all 1-2-3s. And I'm just like, oh, 3 legs the last day? It's just a lot. Also, the last 2 nights in these hotels, the beds have had the break your neck pillows where like you have to sleep like this and it's so uncomfortable. So now my neck is hurting. I've truly been considering bringing my own pillow to work, like getting like a little travel memory foam pillow or something. I mean, because I'm just so picky with pillows. You know, my neck will be hurting all day now because I slept like this. Would it be worth it to bring my own travel pillow? You just never know what you're gonna get in a hotel bed. I have known some flight attendants that bring a neck pillow. I haven't done that since I've been a flight attendant, but I did use my neck pillow when I studied abroad, and like the pillows in my hostel that I was living in, they weren't very comfortable. So I did like sleep on my neck pillow every single night. And I remember being pretty comfy. So, I mean, maybe I should start doing that. I don't know. I think we get back to Dallas tonight after that Baltimore turn at like 10 p.m. And Sydney's coming in tonight too. So she gets in, I think 9:30, maybe 10. So we'll pick her up at the airport. I almost forgot to tell y'all about the lightning last night. So on our way here, there was like a huge storm off to the side of our plane. There was just like a lightning show. It was crazy. I've never seen lightning like that from the plane ever. I mean, it was amazing to see. It was actually really, really cool. I've seen lightning from the plane before, but not like this. It was just constant and huge, and it just kept going on for like probably like 30 minutes. It was insane, but it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen from the airplane. I was just sitting there staring out the window because it was the coolest thing.